And I'm a little My name is Nina Moore, and I am super excited to be here to host this call for you this evening, with you this evening. I serve on behalf of the Patch 1 Million mission with Ms. Tanisha Graham, Jonathan Bryant. We are here to show you now and to share with you something that we stumbled upon, something that we just can't keep it to ourselves. So we want you to know that what you see here tonight, you won't be able to unsee. What you hear here tonight, you won't be able to unhear. And then what you know, it would be a doggone shame to know that there is a better way and to not offer that lifeline to someone that is in need. And so, what I want you to know about my husband and I is that we take this very, very seriously. We're not playing around with people's lives. We know that we found something and we feel like we struck gold. We feel like we struck oil. And to many of the ambassadors that are on here right now who all said, I would never do this again, I would never join another company. And now we find ourselves in the number 5 company in momentum, in growth. We are 3 years old, just 3 years old. The number 5, and I want y'all to take notes. We are the number 5 company in momentum. Our company is just 3 years old. Can you imagine a company that goes from 0 to 300 million in sales? I'm not stuck. I just kind of want to let that one land. I want you to imagine right now because I can tell you all of the accolades, how much success I've had. But what's more important and most important is that the people that I'm working with are also having success. What's more important is that we have a product that works and it works instantly. Type instantly in the comments. Type instantly in the comments. Let me see y'all type instantly in the comments because this is going to be participatory, all right? We need you to participate in your rescue tonight, instantly. And so I can tell you things about how many years I've been in the industry, how many years I've been an entrepreneur all of my life. I've never done jobs well. I've never done them. I've always been psychologically unemployable. But tonight, it's not about that. Tonight is about the fact that we finally found something that solves 90%, and I want you to write that down, 90% of the things that people go to the doctors for. Imagine standing at the edge of a wellness revolution, one where your health, your wealth, and your freedom are no longer controlled by complicated systems, but placed back into your own hands. I want you to know that that's exactly where you are right now. Whether you stumbled upon a post on social media, on YouTube, on Facebook, on TikTok, or Instagram, or even Snapchat, whether you stumbled upon a video, or maybe somebody tagged you, or maybe somebody personally invited you, a friend cared enough about you to send you an invitation, understand something. You are early, and being early matters. I want y'all to type that in the comments. Being early matters. If you were invited to this call, I want you to say thank you to the person that invited you to this call because they didn't have to share the information with you. What you need to know about why being early matters is because every major shift in history follows the same pattern. And here's the pattern that it follows. First, people doubt. Chris, they doubt. They doubt. This just can't possibly be true. This can't possibly work that fast. How does it work without ingredients? Well, we've got a video that's going to explain all of that to you. Then, after they doubt it, what they do then, Pastor Sean, is they talk about it. That's what they do. They go from doubting to talking about it. Well, then, Dr. Dunn, after they doubt and they talk about it, then what do? Then suddenly, everyone wishes that they had seen it sooner. Everyone wishes, and they say things like, I wish I had a known. Why didn't someone tell me sooner? Tonight, you're getting a front row seat to something that sits at the intersection of wellness innovation and financial opportunity. Because we're not going to bypass the fact that there is an income earning possibility here. A movement that is helping people live stronger, feel better, and in many cases, create an income while doing it. Now, we're not here to make any medical claims, and we're certainly not here to make any income claims because we're not guaranteeing that you're going to earn anything. That is solely and directly up to you. We put the ball in your hands, and it is up to you to dribble. All right, I want to be honest with that. Whether you earn any income will be solely dependent upon you. If you win, it'll be up to you. If you lose, it will be up to you. And let's be honest, people everywhere are searching for solutions right now. We see what's happening in the world. People everywhere are searching for solutions right now. They want more energy, they want more relief. They want more clarity. They want freedom from complicated routines and dependency. What if wellness didn't have to be so complicated? What if supporting your body could be simple, drug free, and powerful? And what if the same solution that's helping people feel better could also become a vehicle for impact, income, and purpose? Well, that's what the conversation is about tonight. This isn't just about patches. This is about a movement. Type movement in the comments. Type movement in the comments. See, because we want to ditch the pills. Type movement in the comments. Now, we're not here to talk bad about doctors because we need our doctors. There is a place for them, but we want to ditch the pills so that we're not drug dependent anymore. See, we're on a mission that we call Patch 1 Million, a vision to place powerful wellness technology into the hands of 1 million people and beyond. Do we believe that we're going to go past 1 million? Yes, we do. We believe we're going to 1 billion, but we also know that we got to get to 1 million before we get to 1 billion. So tonight, I want you to do two things. I want you to keep an open mind. Second, I want you to pay attention to what resonates with you. All right? Because moments like this, when you first hear about something new, often becomes the moments that people look back and say, that was the night that everything shifted for me. So let's tell your body the number one thing that it can do for you. Your body is always listening to every step you take, every surface you touch, every small change in pressure or movement. Your skin is what notices it first. Then your brain decides what to do next. This is how your body has always worked. I want you to think about a horror movie. We talked about this the last time I was on a call. When you're watching a horror movie, what happens, Dr. Bramwell, right? When the music starts to play that little eerie, scary little thing, and then all of a sudden your hairs on your arms are rising because the music got intense and you started to feel like something scary was about to happen. Your body, your skin, it does that first. It reacts first. Superpatch starts right there, not by adding anything new, but by sending a clear, gentle message through the system that you already trust. See, that's why we call our patches messengers. And for years, we were taught that wellness had to come from the outside, from pills, powders, stimulants, chemicals, potions, lotions. But the truth is simpler. Your nervous system already runs the show. Type nervous system in the comments. It already runs the show. It controls how you move. It controls how you rest. It controls how you focus and how you recover. And when communication inside that system gets fuzzy, the body works harder than it needs to. Superpatch was created around one calm idea that if we can improve the clarity of this message, the body can do the rest. If we can improve the clarity of the message, the body can do the rest. No forcing, no overriding, no ingestion, just a better signal. The patch doesn't fix you, it reminds you. I'm going to say that one more time. Superpatch won't fix you. It reminds you. See, a super patch, it doesn't push chemicals into your body. It doesn't tell your body what to do. Instead, it sends a message, a physical signal that your nervous system already understands, literally speaking a language that only your brain and your body understands. So we're going to talk about how vibrotactile technology works, trigger technology, VTT. That is the signal that helps your brain organize information more clearly so your body can respond with more ease. That's not about adding power. It's about restoring communication. And so what we're going to do right here is we're going to now present a 5-minute video. I don't want anyone to leave. This is not the time right now that you check out. This is the time that you grab your notebook and a pen because you're only going to remember about 20% of the information that you hear. We're going to play this 5-minute video, and then the very next voice that you will hear is my dear friend, Dr. Nicole Bramwell, who's going to come up and talk about the 15 Superpatch devices that we have available right now. So grab your notebook and a pen. You're going to watch this 5-minute video, and then we will be right back. All right, we're going to make sure that we've got sound and
on average, it covers about 21 square feet. Bigger than a typical door frame. It comprises 15% of your body weight and contains 11 miles of blood vessels. I'm talking about the biggest organ in the human body, your skin. And now, the Superpatch Company is unlocking the superpowers of human skin. Your skin protects you from invaders like germs, helps you regulate your body temperature, and allows you to feel tactile sensations like hot, cold, rough, and soft. In fact, the Nobel Prize was awarded to a couple of doctors who unlocked the secrets of our body's sense of touch and temperature. Imagine you have a tiny team of workers inside your body. When your skin experiences something hot or cold, or something touches your skin, these workers send messages to your brain telling you what's happening. They're called ion channels, and these sensors are the key to a new cutting-edge technology utilized by the Superpatch Company. This elegant and effective technology has gone through clinical studies, and the amazing results have been published in peer-reviewed science journals. And their benefits are game-changing. For example, let's talk about pain. The Freedom Superpatch focuses on pain management. Users of the patch reported a 72% reduction in pain within minutes, and the relief lasts for 24 hours. Here's how this amazing technology works. It's well known that our minds regulate our physiology. The autonomic nervous system and other neural networks, much like computer programs in our mind, control every aspect of our physical lives, from our heart and breathing rates to sleep and pain. But these networks can become dysfunctional or damaged due to factors like illness, stress, injury, or the environment. And when your neural networks stop working optimally, it can affect every aspect of your health. So to utilize these neural pathways, those ion channels, The Superpatch company has been developing skin stimulation technology for more than 12 years. It's called Haptic Vibrotactile Trigger Technology, or VTT. Each Superpatch contains very fine ridges that stimulate receptors in your skin. Think of them as braille for the brain. And the unique patterns of these ridges help reboot a specific neural program. When these ridges touch the skin, the stimulation starts instantly correcting those neural programs, essentially rewiring your brain. We're talking about life-changing benefits. For example, more than 50 million Americans have sleep disorders. And according to the National Institute of Health, insufficient sleep is estimated to have a negative annual impact on the US economy of more than $400 billion. Studies have shown that people who wear the REM Superpatch for 2 weeks fall asleep 48% faster and get almost 25% more sleep at night. Every year, more than 36 million falls are reported among older Americans, and studies show that balance is the most reliable biomarker for longevity. In other words, if you have good balance and stability, the more likely you are to live longer. Studies on the Liberty Superpatch reveal that it can improve balance and stability by more than 30%. This is all done without drugs, electronic stimulation, or therapies. Most importantly, the patches are safe and easy to use. 100% drug and chemical free. No ingredients or supplements, and there are no contraindications or side effects. It's great to be active. It's even better to be proactive. The Superpatch, backed by research, proven by science.
Oh my goodness. That video, you know I'm a geek, right? People wouldn't look at me and think that I'm a geek, but I am. I love that video. We get excited. I hear something new every single time I listen to it, and I just keep taking that in. And especially as we're going out, we just came back from Jacksonville, helping a whole lot of people feel better. Just amazing, amazing what we're seeing. So I am Dr. Nicole Bramwell, and I hail out of Apopka, Florida, and I am too excited always to talk about these patches because this makes me feel like what I thought I would feel like to be a doctor when I wanted to be a doctor from the age of 8. And so now I really, really feel like a doctor because I feel that we are helping people be well without writing prescriptions. So I haven't written a prescription for 13 years. So yay me. And what I want to say, as well as welcoming our guests, is that I want to say happy Doctors Day to the doctors, and especially the doctors that are on this movement, this 1 million movement to make sure that we have a drug-free world. So thank you, doctors, and also nurses and other health professionals who are on this movement with us. So I'm going to talk to you about this better communication being restored to your body from your brain. Just a simple message, a very clear message being sent from our patches, our patch devices, which are FDA registered. If you didn't hear that on the video, let me say it for you again. FDA registered as medical devices that are helping you with wellness. Now, we don't claim any cure, treatment, or diagnosis, so I'm not here to diagnose anyone, but what I am here to do is share with you the symptoms that can be relieved with our patch devices. And guess what? If the symptoms go away and you feel better, who cares what we call it, right? So I'm going to get started with the Liberty patch, which is our foundational patch, okay? And that gives us balance and stability, not only in your body, not only in standing and walking, which is extremely important as we saw this weekend. However, it is also homeostasis. You heard about the heart rate, your blood pressure, your gut, all of those things in the video. That's what homeostasis of the autonomic nervous system is going to do. It is going to create balance, even keel balance, so that your body can respond better to the message that's being sent to it. Okay, so that's just going to get better and better. You get stronger immediately. You have a non-dominant side and a dominant side, and so the Liberty Patch helps to even out your non-dominant side to your dominant side. How about that? We've been trying to do that really, really the hard way. Now you got the easy way. You can just peel and stick. If you can put on a Band-Aid, you can wear a patch, and you can also put on a patch to some other people that you care about. And so our next patch that I'm going to talk about is our Freedom Patch. And so our Freedom Patch is for pain and inflammation. So I emphasize that and, because even if you don't have pain, but you know you have inflammation, you know you have a chronic condition, you should wear the Freedom Patch, okay? It's not just for pain, but the pain that it does take care of is definitely if you have pain of 5 and below, we say wear the Freedom Patch, but we definitely recommend combining patches, especially for chronic conditions, multiple areas of pain, multiple areas of issues and inflammation. So we want to combine our Freedom Patch with our Liberty Patch. Actually, everyone should wear the Liberty Patch because that's our foundational patch. That's what's going to make you more stable, more balanced. And when you have more balance, you actually have a better mood, you have better posture, you actually have more confidence. And what can you accomplish with more confidence wearing your Liberty Patch? All right. And then the Freedom. And then our next patch is our REM. So you heard, who could do with falling asleep 50% faster? Like that is magical, right? Because if you don't sleep well, guess what? Everything else goes to pot. Everything else is off. Your mood is off. Your routine is off. You can't get yourself together in the morning. You can't even get yourself together by the time the whole day is gone, and you're completely drained. Get better sleep, and 25% longer. So what that translates to is if you sleep for 6 hours and you put on the REM patch, guess what? Now you've got 7.5 hours, and that's actually closer to what you need to do for being really, really healthy and not eating more the next day and not eating more of the wrong things the next day. All right. So REM is extremely important. Sleep is important for every area of our lives. All right. And our next device is Peace. Oh my gosh. This is my favorite patch. Although it's running like I don't know, it's neck and neck with Zen, but the Peace patch is for stress and anxiety. Now, let me tell you, I'm not a stress. You will not see the stress on the outside for me. However, your body still manifests stress on the inside, whether you have a cool cucumber on the outside and you have a really good mask like I do, and you can wear that and not show anybody what you're going through. But the Peace patch is going to actually even you out. So now I feel like my inside and my outside match. All right. What else it does is actually quiets the nerves. When you have stressful conditions, your nerves actually don't cooperate with each other very well. So this will calm your nerves so that they can have better communication with each other and your brain. And so that is amazing. This is helping a lot of people. And we combine this patch with a lot of patches, including our Freedom Patch for pain. Because of that nerve thing, it's actually going to help putting them together. All right. And then we have our Defend, which is how did you line those up? You lined those up right behind each other. So my Defend is my second one because let me tell you, it's for your immune system. Lots of things are controlled by your immune system, even the drainage in your body, lymphatic system. So if you have swelling of any type in your feet, hands, legs, and what have you, it increases blood flow, it improves blood flow, and then also your immune system taking it. And guess what? Also allergies. I haven't had to take my Zyrtec for 6 months. That is amazing because I had to take it every day. And I know a lot of people that have to keep taking medicine for allergies that haven't had to do that now with the Defend patch. So definitely, and if you're still in one of those northern states with all that cold weather, if you're up in Canada, all of that, put your Defend patch so you can fend off those germs, okay? All right. And our next device is the Focus. Exactly what it says. It's going to help you focus, stay trained on what you're going to do so you can complete tasks and be better at it and quicker about it, more efficient, mental stamina so you can last through a long task. Okay, sometimes we got to do those tedious things that we don't necessarily like. Focus patch can help you with that, and you have better focus. Guess what? Your cognition actually improves, and also your memory improves. All right, so memory and retention is extremely important. And ignite. So when I started Healthy Curves, let me tell you, I try to tell people what to do, you know, eating and what have you. But now when people tell me that their metabolism is slow, then now I can tell them just put on a patch. This is going to raise your basal metabolic rate while you're at rest. So yes, you can be sleeping and raise your metabolic rate. You can be sitting down and not changing what you do and still raise your metabolic rate so that you burn up to 500 more calories per day. So that is like 25% more calories at rest. That is amazing. All right, so that's Ignite. And we've got the Joy Patch. It is for mood. So no, you don't have to have a diagnosis. Remember, we're not dealing with diagnoses. We're dealing with symptoms. So some people don't wake up on the right side of the bed, right? We heard that term. You can wear the Joy Patch and feel better. And quite honestly, even if you're a great-hearted person, I think that this Joy Patch just makes you feel so much better, especially if you put it with that Peace Patch and with Zen. We're putting that Zen in there again. It's just going to make you feel really, really good. When you feel better, when your attitude is better, when your mood is better, and you are more positive, you are going to accomplish a lot more. And actually, more people are going to like you. And you're probably going to like more people too. You know, that goes both ways, right? So, and that's our Joy device, Joy Patch device. And then we've got Kick It that helps you kick habits, actually supports your healthy habits that maybe you haven't been trained on too much, you haven't been able to hold to those. This is actually going to help you. So this takes willpower kind of out of the picture, and this is going to support you in that. It also helps with reducing cravings because, right, cravings are not a good habit. So that's also going to do that. And again, drug-free, you don't have to take any medicine to get this benefit. And we have people with lots of testimonials for all kinds of habits, hard habits that we won't talk about because they're testimonials, but I'm going to tell you, it can help you with a lot of things and even nail biting, procrastination, that type of thing. Hey, wear the Kick It patch. And also the habit of pain. If you have chronic pain, you want to put the Kick It patch on because that's going to help your body reframe and better communicate that you're not going to have pain the next day. All right. All right. And the Lumi patch is for skin. So remember, it's 15% of your body weight. It is the largest organ on your body, and it is really, really important. So it's not just about looking good, although that is very, very important. It's not about vanity. When your skin is in good condition, your first defense against, you know, what's on the outside, germs and what have you, is going to work much, much better. And then how about your skin is in great condition so it can create that message, make sure that that message gets to your brain and that message gets set down to signals down into your body to give that great communication. So glowing skin, who doesn't want that? That's amazing. Even our bald guys, especially our bald guys want to have good skin, right? You want to have a pretty bald head. All right. And then Rocket boosts stamina and endurance, is for better all overall well-being, supports libido, men and women. That's important for both of us. That is a healthy life. Let me tell you that. And enhances physical and mental performance. It's also helping our ladies that are in that change of life, that you know, those pesky hot flashes, those different things that happen. It is helping our ladies feel so much better, and life is way better when you don't have those symptoms going on. So get that Rocket patch. And then Assure is one of our newest patches. So this is helping people combat queasiness, queasy sensations, motion sickness. That's actually way more common than you think, and it's actually associated with some other things like migraines and what have you. So if you could take care of motion sickness, I think that would help you a lot. It also helps with dizziness, so it reduces spinning sensations. A lot of people have complaints of that symptom. So really, really, the Assure is working amazing, and our ladies are using that Assure to help them as well. And then we've got the Zen. You kept hearing about Zen, Zen, Zen. That's because this patch is purely amazing. So if you want to think better, if you just want to, just exactly like it says, Zen. When you see that picture and they're like this is way more than focus, and we're putting this with the focus patch because then you can pretty much accomplish anything. But it also enhances intuition. Wouldn't you like for your intuition to be enhanced? That's amazing. That can do a lot of things for you. And inspiration, you can get a lot of stuff done, come up with lots of ideas, innovation, imagination, because a lot of us have stopped doing those things because life has beat up on us. And you can do that better putting on the Zen patch. And I love the Zen patch. Mrs. Moore really, really loves the Zen patch. So, and then the boost patch. The boost patch is for clean energy, no sugar, no caffeine, no taurine, no coffee. You don't have to do that anymore. You can just put this boost patch on and combine it with some other patches, and it is just going to give you that clean energy. I've done my driving, and I've never felt so good driving, even though I like driving, but long distance driving can wear on anybody. But this has really helped a lot of people enhance alertness and no crashes. That's usually what the problem is when you're drinking or eating something to try and keep your energy up. You actually go up, but then you really come down. And this doesn't make that happen. So I am ecstatic about this. This is extremely helpful, the boost, and you can use it with other patches to enhance other activities. I'm just going to leave that there. So, and is that our last? Chris got that one. So let me tell you, combine these patches. They are meant to work together because your brain actually integrates the messages that it's getting and able to send those signals to your body properly. And so don't be scared to do that. What you're going to hear, I actually heard today, well, I heard that I should, wear these two patches for this particular thing. And then somebody said something different. Well, guess what? We just got two brand new patches. Like literally, they just came out last month. So you might hear some different combinations. It doesn't mean that the other one doesn't work. So try your combination that works for you. And this is the Victory Patch. The Victory Patch is great. It actually is for athletic performance, but also movement performance. So even if you're not an athlete, it's going to help you with recovery. It helps actually with neuropathy. It helps with increased power and strength, agility. Who doesn't want to be able to move smoother when they're doing different things, right? So we want to make sure that you use Victory, and we use that in combination with other patches like the Freedom Patch and also the Liberty Patch, so that we get maximal effect on with pain and different lack of movement or poor movement for people. So totally excited to put this to you. Let me tell you, at the end of the day, just put the patches on. I know you might not understand the science. I know you might not understand the technology, but put the patches on. If you feel better, who cares? You don't need to understand it. You just need to wear them. Okay. And that's my last word. I am Dr. Nicole Bramwell, and I approve that message.
Y'all light the chat up for real for our very own Dr. Nicole Bramwell. And we have several doctors. Can y'all hear me? Several doctors on our team. Hold on, Mr. Bryant. I'm gonna bring you up right now. We have several doctors on our team. We did not prospect the doctors. The doctors saw what we were doing and they said, I want in. I want in. And so I know that our CEO has a little bit of a freeze on us right now saying, hold up, we've got a special program that we're initiating for physicians. So if you're in, you got in at timing. I talked about timing earlier in the video in my presentation. Timing is everything. So listen, I got a text message yesterday from our very own Mary Fitzgerald. And Mary said, Mrs. Moore, do you have a testimony for Monday night? And I said, no, I actually don't. She said, you gotta hear Mr. Bryant Pickard's testimony. She sent me his video and it really literally sent me to tears while I was sitting in Jacksonville. So I want to now introduce to you all Mr. Bryant. And I see that you have your bride with you. We're going to bring you up to the screen with me. Mr. Bryant, good evening.
Good evening.
And good
How
evening.
are you?
What's your name, ma'am?
Robin Picard.
Hello, Robin. How are you? Thank you for
Fine,
being
thank
here.
And,
So
Thank you.
your testimony, I'm just going to let you talk because I want people to hear from your heart what happened. I just want you to know your testimony touched me in a way that, it's one thing to hear a woman give a testimony, but when men give their testimony, and when you got to the very end of that video, I already know I'm gonna just warn everybody to go get some tissue right now. But Mr. Bryant, please give everyone your testimony about what Superpatch has done for you.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to say I'm a guest of Daryl and Pat Picard.
Yes.
And my my issue is I have severe anxiety and depression. And my anxiety is so bad that I have dissociative amnesia, where I'm in the moment, but it's like it never happened. My mind does not create the memory. And so I do Uber. I'm an Uber driver. And I dropped this man off at his house, and I got out of the car to help him out of the car, and the car started moving. I ran back to get into the car, but when I went to get into the car, I just went blank, and I ended up running into his garage. When I went to give him my insurance information, I couldn't remember how to use my phone. And I ended up somehow calling my wife because I also couldn't remember my phone number. And so we got the information to him and everything. And I got in the car to go home. And when I got onto the street, I couldn't remember where I was. And I was just driving. And I said, well, whenever that happens, I just go to my GPS and I hit home. I couldn't remember how to get to the GPS. So I'm just driving and I'm panicking and I'm trying to figure out, how do I get home? So after a while, I figured out how to get to the GPS and how to hit home. When I got to the house, I walked into the house and my wife was waiting for me. When I walked in, I just bust out crying. And I didn't know what to do. And we went to the doctor, and the doctor said, you shouldn't be driving anymore. And for anybody that knows me, I love to drive. That's just something that I love to do. And so I was like, just out of it. And I called my brother, and he had told me about the patches. But at the time that he told me, I was like, yeah, well, yeah, whatever, but when that happened, I was like, okay, I don't know anything else that I can do, because the doctor had already said, no, you can't drive, So I called him and was talking to him. And of course, I was emotional and everything. And so when my wife got home, he said, well, I can get down there next week. I was like, no. I was like, we need to go now. So got in the car, went to see him and was talking to him. And so he gave me the Peace Patch and the Focus Patch. So when we didn't go back home, we went to a hotel. So when we got to the hotel, I put on the Peace Patch and got into bed. Now I have to let you know, I don't sleep. I literally don't sleep. I mean, I may sleep an hour or so, and I don't sleep during the day. So that's just about all I was getting, like an hour, 2 hours at the most. And then I would just come downstairs and look at television. Wow. So I put the Peace Patch on. I'd say maybe 45 minutes after I put it on, I couldn't keep my eyes open. And I was out. Usually she falls asleep first. My wife falls asleep first. She was woke. I was asleep. So about 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up because I had to use the bathroom. So I got up to use the bathroom, and right in front of me, well, first of all, when I got to use the bathroom, the first thing I noticed was I usually have all this noise in my mind, just like overthinking everything. Yeah. When I got up, it was complete silence. Didn't hear nothing. I was like, it literally gave me peace. And so I got up and I stood in front of the mirror. It was a whole body mirror in front of me. And I looked in the mirror. And when I looked in the mirror, I got the biggest smile on my face, which is significant because usually when I look in the mirror, I cry. And I was like, wow. Then something else that I didn't expect to happen was my pointer was pointing, and it usually does not point. and he was pointing well. He was pointing very well. And I went, yes, sir. I went into the bathroom, used the bathroom, came back. And when I got back in the bed, usually if I wake up, that's it. I'm woke for the rest of the night. And I got back in the bed, and I was out to the next morning. That was the only time that I woke up. The next night that I went to sleep, I didn't wake up at all till the next morning. And when I put the focus patch on, I was like super alert. I actually went and drove today. I did Uber today. I was very alert. I never drifted or got brain fog once. And I mean, everything was just everything. And I mean, I got to let you know, I'm the happiest guy in the world.
I think your wife might be happier than you. You know, I want to, your story, the sleeping part, I'm never amazed at what we hear by the patches, and I'm fighting tears right now. I'm never amazed at what we hear. People are going to sleep better, they're going to get more focused. But the part of your testimony was when you said, I looked in the mirror and I actually liked what I saw back for the first time in a long time. I liked what I saw back. I smiled at myself, and you said I normally frown or have a negative thought about myself.
Because I had like so much low self-esteem just from all the things that was going wrong with me, that I just looked at myself, the inner self, and was like, nobody likes this. And of course I didn't like it. Yeah. But now, wow. I mean, I went to church Sunday, and there's one of the guys that go to the church. I went to go say hello to him. And as I was walking toward him, he said, what's going on with you? And I was like, what do you mean? He said, how do you feel? I said, I feel great. He said, you look great. He said, something's different about you. Wow. He said, you're not usually like this. And I was like, I start telling him about the patches. And he kind of knew about it. He was like, yeah, I heard about those patches. And his wife was standing beside him. And his wife is actually a nurse practitioner. Mm. And so he was telling her what he saw, and I was telling both of them my experience. And because they already knew what I struggled with, but they saw no evidence of that struggle. And so that was like, I mean, I was like, wow, these things sell themselves. I really didn't have to say much of anything, because the first thing they wanted to know more about it.
That's right. That's right. Because they saw you and saw that you were so different. So I'm going to suggest that you add Zen. And I mean, I don't know if your wife is ready for you to add Rocket. Because if you didn't even need to add Rocket and you were already at attention, then Rocket is going to be your friend, right? And then Assure for the moments that you may have a little, dizziness, or your motion is off or whatever. And I would really suggest that you keep them in your car as well. But I wouldn't go anywhere without Zen. If you like focus, wait until you put Zen on. I swear by Zen. Zen. I feel like Superwoman, like Wonder Woman. I used to watch Wonder Woman with my grandfather, and I'm telling my age, right? Zen literally makes me feel like Wonder Woman. So to the both of you, I'm looking at your smile, and I mean, it's authentic, but I'm looking at your wife's smile too. And because the thing is, if you weren't feeling good about yourself, there's a part of her that was broken inside too. As she knows what kind of you're a great person, and she's loving you and loving you for who you are, but to watch you suffering. So I don't know if you want to give us a few words about how you are feeling about how your husband is. I mean, it's just a couple of days on the patches.
Right. I am great. I just like the gentleman at church that he mentioned that saw a difference. I'm here. I can see the difference. He is happier. He is more focused. He had a great day. When I checked on him this morning with driving, he said the day was going great. He was having, just no issues. And so I'm thankful, and I'm happy for him.
Wow, I think Daryl wants to come up. I'm going to try to bring Daryl in here. Hold on. He said, can I say something to my brother?
Yeah.
So let me see. You can unmute now, Daryl. Can you unmute? You should be able to unmute. There you go. All right, Daryl, what you got for us?
I just want to say, you all don't know how clear he's speaking right now.
Wow.
Robin, he's
Yeah.
usually very slow and the sentences are broken and you have to search for thought and
Yeah.
you are speaking with such clarity.
Yes.
I love you, my brother.
Love you
Yes.
too.
It's a happy.
Wow, this just makes me so happy. Thank you all. Thank you so much for your time and for, just agreeing to get on here with us tonight, Brian, and to your lovely wife. We just cannot wait to see more of your testimony as this story unfolds. And we're so grateful for what Superpatch is doing for you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yep. Thank you. Y'all, I look, I feel like we almost need to get a benediction. Alicia over there trying to fight over there too, right? And because we're more and more, we're not amazed, but we're amazed at the different ways that the stories play out. Okay. And so we talked to you tonight about the different 15 super patch devices that we have. You heard from Dr. Nicole Bramwell. You heard about Superpatch. We're just 3 years old, why the timing is so right. And now I want to talk about the money. Is that okay? I just want permission from everyone on here. Is it okay that I talk about the money? Because money answers all things. And I think we got to stop acting like we can't talk about the money. Money answers all things. And now, when you have a way to really help people, this is a ministry for me. This is literally I feel like I don't have to do business and then go do ministry. This is literally part of ministry for me while doing business. And the world is problem rich, but money poor. I want y'all to write that down. The world is problem rich, but money poor. And what we learned is statistics. These are the statistics that 60% of most people in America don't have $500 in their bank account. 60%. That is how high the statistics are. And I'm not saying that to put anybody down. I am saying that when there is an opportunity, see, because opportunities of a lifetime, they don't always come around. But when they do, it's our responsibility to seize the opportunity in the season of its lifetime. Superpatch is a gift to the world. And Jay Dhaliwal, our CEO, who took $25 million of his own money, he invested $25 million of his own money in 15 years of research and development so that we would have a drug-free solution. And now he's $40 million in 17 years, 3 years old. The business is just 3 years old. We're the number 5 in momentum. And now I want to share with you what separates us from those regular multi-level marketing companies, because this doesn't even feel like multi-level marketing. When you just heard Brian's testimony, did that feel like multi-level marketing? When you're watching our videos, Pastor Sean, I know you feel like as well, this is an extension of ministry for you, right? We pray and we patch. And I'm not trying to force what I believe on anybody, but I'm just telling you, we pray and we patch, right? Because the world, yes, is problem rich, but money poor. So there are some reasons. See, not all businesses are in MLM are the same. And we have some very significant things that separate us from the average network marketing companies. I'm going to give you like our market advantages. Is that okay with you all? If I give you our market advantages. Well, one, we have a co-op marketing program. That is very important for you to understand. We have a co-op, and I want you to write this down as I'm talking to you. We have a co-op marketing program where through joint marketing, we are able to market together. See, our CEO pays us instead of paying those millions and millions and millions of dollars for ad imprints. We've got co-op marketing. Number 2, we've got the perfect price for consumers. Yes, we know there are other patches on the market and they are much more expensive than ours, and you got to stand on one foot and you got to hop 3 times and you got to use supplements with them, and the sun's got to shine down on you a certain kind of way, and there's a lot of other things that you have to do for those their patches to work. Well, we've got the perfect price for consumers. The studies have been done. Well, number three, there's no change required. There's no lifestyle change required. See, most people and most products rather require that you change your lifestyle. You carry around shakes. You got to take certain amount of pills all day long. Well, Superpatch doesn't require any lifestyle change. Number four, we've got regulatory and clinical compliance. Regulatory and clinical compliance. Well, what does that mean? That means we're FDA registered, peer reviewed, drug and ingredient free. All right? Our products are made with the world class 3M materials, medical grade materials. And our products are globally available. And we don't have to change any ingredients because we don't have any ingredients. So what happens is most times when you do have a product in different countries, you've got to change the ingredients because certain ingredients are not allowed in certain countries. So that is why us having regulatory and clinical compliance is important. I want you to notice how important that is. Well, we've got products that work fast. They work fast, like this. 7 seconds. 7 seconds, the message goes to the brain. You just heard Bryant's testimony. They worked. He hasn't been on them for 6 months. He hasn't been on them for 30 days. He's been on the patches for a few days, and they worked. So we've got products that work fast. Then we've got products that work with thousands of testimonials and 16 published studies to prove that our patches work. So we've got products that work fast. We've got products that work. Then we've got solutions and products for mass market opportunity. Number 7, we've got solutions and products for mass market opportunity. What does that mean? That we can assist with 90% of what people go to the doctors for. So number 7 is solutions and products for mass market opportunity. And then number 8, which is probably one of the biggest things that are very important with our market advantage, is that we are globally protected. We have globally protected IP technology, globally protected. Why is that important? Well, VTT is a 17-year, $40 million research and development, globally protected. No one can duplicate our patches. They would face up to a $250,000 fine per patch times 15 and jail time. So you've got a product that's globally protected. I want y'all to look at that, and I want you all, if you're a guest on this call, to write them down. So before we finish tonight, I want to ask you a few questions because I told you we're going to talk about the money. And if the answer is yes, then I want you to say, that's me in the comments. Y'all ready? Now, this is the part where I need you to participate with me. Question number 1. Y'all get ready to answer. How many of you are here? You're truly here because you really want to help people. People who have been hurting, people who are tired, people who are looking for solutions that actually work. If that's you, I want you to say, that's me in the comments. Say, that's me. I'm looking at my screen to my right so I can see everybody that's on the screen. So if you really want to help other people, I need you to say, that's me. Question number 2. How many of you here are here because someone cared enough about you to invite you? Somebody saw this opportunity. They thought about you. They said, you need to see this. That's not random. That's favor. And if you know you have favor, no matter how you were able to see this invite tonight, I want you to comment, that's me. That's me. Because guess what? Not everyone received the link. Not everybody received the text message. Not everybody received the call. And number 3, how many of you are here because you personally have a wellness need? Maybe you want more energy. Maybe you want better sleep. Maybe you want relief from pain. Maybe you want to just feel like yourself again. We want you to know you are not alone. And if that is you, I want you to say, "That's me," in the comments. Now, I want to ask you a question. How many of you, because we're not done, how many of you wouldn't mind making a little extra income while helping other people feel better? While helping other people feel powerful? But helping people and getting paid, that's called purpose. And if that's you, I want you to say, "That's me," in the comments. How many of you know that that's purpose? That I can help people and I can earn extra income? Say, "That's me." Now, I want to ask you, this is my last question. How many of you are ready to make a quantum leap in your life? A quantum leap in your health, a quantum leap in your confidence, a quantum leap in your income, a leap in the number of lives that you impact. And if that's you, say it loud and type it, "That's me," in the comments. I'm going to let you do it. I'm going to let you go ahead and comment. I'm not going to rush through this. See, we took all of our time explaining the patches and explaining all of that. We're going to take our time walking through this. We don't spend enough time doing this. I'm not going to rush this because this is simple. This part is simple. Because the beautiful thing about getting started is that we've made it extremely simple. You don't have to figure anything out. You just need to get in the game. And just like Burger King, guess what? You can have it your way. And I'm going to show you how. Let me see if I got it set right. I'm going to show you how. Well, we have, and I don't know, this is a little bit of a misprint with one number off, but we've got, these are our favorite packs. These are customizable. I want y'all to write in the comments, customizable. These packs are all customizable, meaning just like Burger King, you can have it your way. Our Flex 40 pack is a customizable pack where you can choose 40 of the packs that you want. 40 of them. 40, any combination. But you can choose 40 packs of patches and it's $14.99. Of course, the roundup is just saying it's $1,500. That is the best way to get started. With our Flex 40 pack, it puts you in position to dominate your area. It puts you in position to have enough product for yourself. It puts you in position to help a whole lot of people. All right. Now, our next option, which is a good option, is the Flex 20. Smack dab in the middle. It's $9.25 and it allows you to choose 20 packs of patches. All right? It's a good way to get started. But of course, we know the best way is the Flex 40. Then a good way is the Flex 20. Then another good option is a Flex 10. The Flex 10, you choose 10, any combination of patches that you want, and it is $4.99. All of these packs are with tax, shipping, and handling. You got to pay tax, shipping, and handling as well. But these are the best options to get started because you will need product to get started, especially if you want to help more people. And all of you on here tonight agreed that you want to help more people. All right, you already know what patches we have. Dr. Bramwell did a very thorough job of going over all 15 of our super patch devices. These are the packs that you can choose from to get started with, remembering that timing is important. Now, listen, I want to talk to you all about something, and I want to share something with you about what I've learned through the years. Most people don't fail. Listen, because they make the wrong decision. Most people fail because they never make one. I'm not stuck. Most people don't fail because they make the wrong decision. They fail because they don't make one at all. They sit, they analyze, they overthink, and opportunity passes them by. I want to make this very simple for you. And I'm going to give you 3 seconds. Type 3 in the comments. I'm going to give you 3 seconds to check in with yourself. Not your fear, not your doubts, not your instinct, not your past failures or mistakes, because your instinct, listen, not your doubts. I want you to check in with your instinct, because everything in your instinct right now is saying, we need to get started. Basic, because your instinct is usually right. If tonight makes sense to you, if helping people excites you, if you see the potential here, then in the next 3 seconds, you decide. 3, you could watch this from the sidelines. 2, nope, I'm ready to get started. 1, I can step into this movement. And for those of you that are saying, yes, I'm ready, we're going to want you to get back to the person that invited you here. We want to welcome you to the Patch 1 Million mission. And if you know that you're ready, type start in the comments right now. Type start. Type start. Type start. Don't be afraid. Type start. Type start. Type start. You know you're ready. You feel it. iPhone, I see you. iPhone, I see you. I see you. I see you. Type start. Hermina, I see you. I see you all. You know you're ready. You know someone needs this. Just like Mr. Bryant went to church and all the people and the gentleman said, wait a minute, something's different about you. Now, I want you to go ahead. Go ahead and type start. Every successful person has a moment where they decide, I'm not going to watch from the sidelines anymore. I'm getting in the game. Years from now, many of you will look back at this exact moment and you're going to say, that was the night that changed my life. We want to welcome you to the Patch 1 Million mission. The wellness revolution is here. And listen, this revolution will be televised. So on behalf of Stanisha Graham, Jonathan Bryant, and myself, again, I want you to know you're not too late. You are right on time. Make sure you get back to the person that invited you here. Pick your pack and get started. They're going to invite you to join our team pages, our boards app, our Telegram chat. We cannot wait to celebrate your success. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to bring back Chris Courtenay as he's going to party us out of this call. God bless you all.
Come on, y'all. You better let them know. Let them know about the Superpatch. Let them know. Come on, y'all. We had over 300 people this week. Next week, 600. Go back and tell your friends, your family, you found something fire. Let them know. Come on, come on. Put some fire in the chat for Mrs. Nina Rochelle Mora and Dr. Bramwell. Come on, come on. Hey, y'all, if you had a good time, let us know. I need to see some fire. I need to see some fire. Hey, 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 we don't tongue wrestle, we don't lip box. We just patch him up. Come on. Hey, 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 hey. I see you, my teeth. Let them know. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, Bryant. Let them know. Hey, hey, hey. Daryl Picard. Let them know, bro. Let them know. Hey, man, thank y'all for coming out tonight. Make sure you follow Mrs. Nina Moore on all platforms. Get back to the person that invited you here. Tell them you want to, let them know. Let them know you want to get started. We out.